So, did you all read today's thought, which is put in the group? No books, no life. No books, no life. Homophones we have, but the meaning totally changes. I'm sure you understand the difference between the first and the second line. The importance of books has been highlighted over here. What is the importance? Yes, we know that books are considered as our best friends, especially for the students in the real sense. It is said that they are also the best companions of the students. They play a significant role in students' life. They give plenty of joy to the students and they learn a lot of things from the books. And they take them into a unique world of imagination and improve their standard of living. You read books, definitely you will improve your standard of living. And books also help to inspire the students to do the hard work with courage and hope. Right? The importance of the books. What are the importance? What are the different things that are important? Books make student intelligent. It increases your knowledge, and you can become good intellectual. Your intellectual skills will develop. They reveal the different concepts, the things that you don't know. You read the things, you get knowledge. And reading books makes the students aware of the various societies and civilizations across the globe. We learn about different culture, and by reading books, students can explore the past, present, and future, and can solve many problems. So, books inspect the clarity and creativity in students' mind, and books improve the memory. They improve our memory. See, many students forget what they have learned yesterday, but reading books can help improve the memory of the students. When students read the books, they create the images of the story and character mentioned in the book. They start imagining it, and they are able to memorize what they have read. So if students read regularly, their visual memory will activate, and it will help them to quickly remember the things, the long answers that they are afraid of. But reading regularly every day, at least for 1 hour, is your mental exercise. Like as we know, uh, reading is to the mind as exercising is to the body. You might have heard this, right? If you have heard.
Yes.
So with exercise, if our body gets better, if we are fit and fine with exercising daily for half an hour, then why not to give exercises to our mind? Then your memory will definitely improve, and it also relieves the stress of the students. See, reading books in adequate is a remedy for the students to relieve stress. Right? When the students read books, they feel stress free, and books take them into the world of imagination, as I told you. And reading books inspire the students, motivate them to change their life, and they are highly charged with positive energy. And the thing which is important for our syllabus, it also improves your vocabulary. To improve your vocabulary, you have to read the books, and it is the fastest way to improve your vocabulary. When students read different books on different subjects, they are able to learn new words, which will not only help them to improve their vocabulary but also to build awareness on the various topics, some scientific terms, new terms that we learn. So, books, no life. The second sentence you might have understood. You already know how much important books are. Not just your textual books. Please, I'm not talking about your syllabus. Of course, that you will do, but that is the part of your routine. I know some of the students in your class who are reading daily apart from your syllabus. Can you tell me how many of you do that? If not daily, at least once or twice in a week, reading something which is not in your syllabus, the new book, the different book. How many of you do it? Reading
I'm reading.
every day or okay. And which kinds of books do you prefer?
Story.
Stories. Okay, good. And how much time do you spare for that?
That I don't know. It's not fixed.
Okay, but is it every day?
Yes.
Good. What about others? Will you start from today?
Yes, sir.
Read something, at least something new. You take any book you like. I'm not uh, limiting you to the topics or to the subjects. Any book that you like, just read. Then you will know that is it of your level or not. But you have to decide that. I can suggest you number of books. Where will you search all that books? Because you're not coming to school these days. Otherwise, I would have suggested the books available in the library. But you read the books that you get it, which are easily available, right? So that much we can do. Okay. So I wanted to that day the video was not loading. Today it will load. I'll play this twice because we have already learned this poem. You already written. You might have also learned the notes, but there are some words that are pronounced differently when you were reading, when I was reading, right? So just for as a part of revision, I'm playing the audio along with the video. Listen to it carefully. The cookie thief. Okay. Uh, am I audible? Is it clear? Voice is clear?
Yes.
Okay. The Cookie Thief, Valerie Cox. A woman was waiting at an airport one night, with several long hours before her flight. She hunted for a book in the airport shop, bought a bag of cookies, and found a place to drop. She was engrossed in her book, but happened to see that the man sitting beside her, as bold as could be, grabbed a cookie or two from the bag in between, which she tried to ignore to avoid a scene. So she munched the cookies and watched the clock as the gutsy cookie thief diminished her stock. She was getting more irritated as the minutes ticked by, thinking if I wasn't so nice, I would blacken his eye. With each cookie she took, he took one, too. When only one was left, she wondered what he would do. With a smile on his face and a nervous laugh, he took the last cookie and broke it in half. He offered her half as he ate the other. She snatched it from him and thought, "Oh, brother, this guy has some nerve and he's also rude. Why, he didn't even show any gratitude." She had never known when she had been so galled, and sighed with relief when her flight was called. She gathered her belongings and headed for the gate, refusing to look back at the thieving ingrate. She boarded the plane and sank in her seat, then sought her book, which was almost complete. As she reached in her baggage, she gasped with surprise. There was a bag of cookies in front of her eyes. "If mine is here," she moaned with despair, "then the other was his, and he tried to share." Too late to apologize, she realized with grief that she was the rude one, the ingrate, the thief. So, was it audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
You know how to read, so will you try to read? If I give you the text the same way, you can try at least. I know that it's not the same way that we read, but the words, the pronunciations are typical, and we have to follow that. So, in this poem, we learned how our assumptions drive our actions and responses. What we assume should not be assumed before we know the things, the facts we should not. And okay, tell me some things. I'll ask you some questions. Or do you want me to play the video once again? Or you heard it clearly and completely? You want me to play it once again, or it's okay?
It's okay.
Okay, if it's okay. Then tell me which word used to describe the woman in the poem conveys that she was unmindful. Is there any word in the poem that shows that the woman was unmindful? Can you tell me which word is that that shows how much unmindful she was? If you want, the text is here. Which word or which phrase you can say shows that she was unmindful?
Sir,
Means
can I?
yes,
Ingrate.
ingrate. But ingrate, you're telling about this one, thieving, ingrate, ungrateful person. But that is ungrateful person, a thankless person. Here it is the word that shows that she was unmindful. See, we can say this word, blacken his eye. So that shows that she did not have that sense. She did not even think before thinking about punching him. So that shows that she was unmindful. Then the cookie thief, as we know, the woman was thinking about the man, that he was the cookie thief, right? So the question is, what does the cookie thief's gesture of sharing the last cookie with the lady in question say about him? Means this man, he shared the last cookie. He broke it into half and he shared the half with her. What does that say about him, about his qualities? What do we come to know with that? Which qualities did he possess? Right, the last cookie was left. He broke it into half. He gave the other half to the lady. So, which quality do we know that the man possessed? Whatever you think, tell me. Nothing?
Kindness, then quality of
Yes.
sharing.
Yes. Kindness, sharing. Correct. Okay. Then the next question is, what realization does the lady have when she boards her flight, and how is it ironical? You know what is ironical? What you expect and what happens are totally different things. That is irony. So, what realization dawns on the lady once she boards her flight? What did she realize then? And how is it ironical? Think and give me the answer. Anyone? I hope you have understood
Sir,
the
can
question.
you?
Yes, I think Humera wants to give the
Um,
answer. Yes, Humera.
she was surprised after seeing her bag of cookies, and she realized that the man was not eating from her bag of cookies. He was eating from his own bag, and she realized that she was the cookie thief, not the man.
Yes, and that's the irony, the surprise ending. The name of the unit is surprise ending. So, the surprise endings that we see in chapter number 1, 2, and 3. Now, you recall all the three chapters. Aren't the endings of all the three chapters surprising?
Yes,
Right? So, that is what we learned. See over here, as you already know, surprise endings. So, that was the irony. Now, I wanted to ask all of you if we have completed this. Have we solved this exercise? Audio.
No.
Okay.
no, sir.
So I guess in girls it is left. Let us complete it. So let me play the audio and then you will answer the questions given over here. So this audio I'll definitely play twice. It's a very short audio of a few seconds. It is listening, right? 1 second. One second. The audio. You will hear the audio and you have to give the answers. Chapter 1 we had solved, that I'm sure. This one was left. Listening, it's about. Okay. Right. I'll play it. Listen to it carefully. Then you will answer the questions. Usha. Hi, I'm Usha. I live in a city. Usha. Hi, I'm Usha. I live in a city. My lifestyle is quite hectic. I need a change and would like to move to a beautiful farm in the hills. I want to study nature, grow fruits and vegetables in my own farm, and would also like to keep a few animals on my farm. I'm sure I will be more relaxed and less stressed when I start living in the hills. Rohan. Hello, I am Rohan. I live in a small town. It's the most boring place on earth. I want to live in a flat in a city. I want to meet people from different walks of life, go to concerts, and be a part of street theater. Was it audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Should I play it once again?
yes,
Yes.
Okay. Usha. Hi, I'm Usha. I live in a city. My lifestyle is quite hectic. I need a change and would like to move to a beautiful farm in the hills.
I want to study nature, grow fruits and vegetables in my own farm, and would also like to keep a few animals on my farm. I'm sure I will be more relaxed and less stressed when I start living in the hills. Rohan. Hello, I am Rohan. I live in a small town. It's the most boring place on earth. I want to live in a flat in a city. I want to meet people from different walks of life, go to concerts, and be a part of street theater.
How many of you grabbed it 100%? Because I know twice at least we have to play it. So 100% you heard it, everything you remembered. This is listening exercise. How much you can remember at once. I know it's difficult, but still, how much did you remember? 70 to 80% or 100%? Are you ready to give the answers, or the third time you want to listen to the audio? You think you can give all the answers?
Yes.
Sir,
Sir, can you play it again?
Okay, for one last time. Okay, so everyone listen to it attentively.
Usha. Hi, I am Usha. I live in a city. My lifestyle is quite hectic. I need a change and would like to move to a beautiful farm in the hills. I want to study nature, grow fruits and vegetables in my own farm, and would also like to keep a few animals on my farm. I'm sure I will be more relaxed and less stressed when I start living in the hills. Rohan. Hello, I am Rohan. I live in a small town. It's the most boring place on earth. I want to live in a flat in a city. I want to meet people from different walks of life, go to concerts, and be a part of street theater.
Okay, so now it should be around 100%. Thrice you heard it. So just try to give the answers. This improves your listening skills. Like we watch English movies with subtitles. No, we recommend that improves your spoken English also. So two people were talking, as you heard, about the place and the kind of the house each wants to live in. You have to write the answers. List any three things Usha would like to do if she moved to hills. So tell me the three things Usha would like to do.
Study nature, grow
Yes.
fruits and
He would
grow
like
vegetables,
to
fruits
and
learn
and
vegetables and
vegetables and
make
fruits.
keeping animals.
Okay. Uh, yes. I'm not writing the whole answer. I'll send the answers in the group. Then you write it in the textbook. It's not needed to be written in the rough book or in the fair book. If you don't have the textbook, then you will write it in the rough book. Otherwise, the textbook will work. How would Usha feel once she moved to the hills? How would she feel?
relaxed and less stressed.
Less stress.
Yes.
And less.
These two, yes, these two adjectives were there. Usha would be more relaxed and less stressed once she moved to the hills. Right. Why does Rohan want to move to a city?
It was the town was very
His
boring
town is
place in the
boring.
earth.
The town was boring and there are less facilities in town.
Yes. So Rohan wants to move to a city because he lives in a small town and finds it very boring. Next, list the three things Rohan would like to do in the city.
Do concerts
Sing
and be a
cons-
part of. Uh,
and he wants to live in a flat.
Hmm.
no, three things were there. Do concert, meet,
Hmm.
meeting someone was there, and be a part of. Then I forgot.
Yes, it happens, but no problem. So more than 90% you all grabbed it. Very happy. So that was, I can give you the answers easily, but still, 1 second. See.
I want to live in a flat in a city. I want to meet people from different walks of life, go to concerts, and be a part of street theater.
Right. So meet people from various walks of life, go to concerts, be a part of street theater. So that was the listening exercise. This one we had done. This exercises we had solved. Okay. Then chapter 1 also listening exercise was done as far as I remember, because in boys I had completed. Let me check if we have completed or not.
Sir, your voice
No.
is breaking.
It might happen. Network problem. No, network is okay. So, right, we have already done that. Exercises we have completed. Now, I want two students for this role play. Once again, Blackwood House. So, who would take the initiative this time? As I told you last time, we will read the lesson once again, and two new students would get the chance. So, who wants to read? The two new students. That day, two of the students were asking me. Okay, those who want to read, those who want to take up these characters, they can raise their hands. Raise your hands if you want to read. Aisha, would you?
Yes.
Okay. So, Aisha, you will take up the character of Dr. Norton. We'll play for Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper, Humera. So, Humera
Yes,
and
sir.
Aisha. Scene 1. Please start reading, both of you.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Are you Mr. Copper?
Cooper.
I am. Please sit down. Now, what can I do for you?
Standing up and neck. Oh, sorry. I am Dr. Norton. I am coming to live and work in our wood, and I shall lead a house.
I understand you are ready to buy a house, I suppose.
Yes, if it doesn't cost too much.
It's not a very easy matter just at present. Dr. Norton, a lot of people are coming to live here, and there is not much property available. The prices are going up every week. People can't get houses. I have to live in two rooms myself.
Can you give me an idea of prices?
That's a nice house. The owner wants dollar 5,500 for it.
Pounds.
Oh, that's too much for me. Isn't there
Pounds.
anything cheaper?
How much are you ready to pay?
Well, I thought about the dollar 2,000 per face, a little more.
2,000 pounds.
2,000 pounds, perhaps a little more.
You won't find a house at that price. Not the kind of house for a doctor to live in. In fact, most of the other houses cost more than £6,000.
That's far too much, but I must find somewhere to live. What's that?
That's Blackwood House. But you don't want that, of course.
Why? What's the matter with it? Where is it?
In the middle of the town.
Well, that will suit me very well. A doctor ought to live in the middle of the town. How much is it?
£1,000, Dr. Norton.
Is that all? That's not much. Why is the price so low?
It has not always been as low as that. Mr. Varley wanted £4,000 at first, then the price fell to £3,000. Now it's at £1,000, but no one wants that house.
Why?
Well, the truth is,
Go on, don't you want to share the house? Is it in a very bad state?
oh no, it's in good order, but there are some strange stories about Blackwood House. The owner was a woman, Miss Varley. She died in the house 2 years ago. She was not a happy woman, but she loved Blackwood House, and people say that she comes back in the night to visit her old home.
What? 2 years after your death?
Yes, she always wore a white dress when she was alive, and several people think that they have seen the white visitor, as they call her.
Well, I don't believe in that kind of thing. No, no, certainly not. Can you take me now to see the house, please?
I can do that if you wish, but you must not buy that house, Dr. Norton.
Please take me to see it. Perhaps I shall not like it. Can we go at once?
If you wish.
Okay. So, scene one we have completed. Dr. Norton and Mr. Cooper, both of them, they go to the Blackwood house to visit the house. Before we read scene two, you have to answer some questions. What is the work of an estate agent? Or who is an estate agent? Means I'm not asking the name. I know Mr. Cooper was an estate agent, but what is the job of an estate agent?
To sell properties or houses.
Okay, a person who deals in selling properties or houses, as we have seen. Then, According to Mr. Cooper, why was it difficult to get the house in that place? What was the reason behind it? Why was it difficult to get a house? You already know this. Come on.
because a lot of people were coming to live there, so there wasn't much property available.
Yes, right. And also, the prices were going up every week. So, the next is, what was the budget of Dr. Norton?
2,000 pounds or a
2000 pounds.
little more.
Okay. According to Dr. Norton, where should a doctor live?
In the middle of the town.
Okay. What was the price of the Blackwood house as quoted by its owner?
1000 pounds.
Okay.
1000 pounds.
But what was the price in the beginning? What was the price of the Blackwood house in the beginning?
4,000.
4000 pounds.
Yes. Okay. Who was the rightful owner of the Blackwood house?
Miss Wiley.
Mr. Bali.
Miss Warley, as she said. Mr. Warley is the present owner, as he said. But Miss Warley died. How long it has been that she died?
2 years.
Okay. Scene 2, we shall continue. The same two students will read it. Those who have not yet completed grammar exercise, please complete it. And